Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hilliard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Not today, you are. Not today. No, no, no. Up. My God.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Good. 180. 55.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield completes it to Austin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Check the backer, check the backer. go, Ken. Hands up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Hands up. 368. 368. 6 guys. Hey, Zoo. Hands up.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Yeah, 5-6.
To throw again. Dalton. He's got Green. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Move. Hands up.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Lead. Mike 58, right there. Hey. Hey. 2-2. Move. Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
To throw here, Dalton. Green brings it in. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A gain of 15.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, Hilliard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's caught. Beckham. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Hurry.
They'll run it with Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And Dalton to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He go 368.
Dalton now to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Slam, slam, slam. Take 4, take 4. He go 368. Flare. Hands up.
This is Grant, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hurry. Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jim. Hurry.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play action now. Here's Mayfield going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
44. 44. Here you go. Nice.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will run with Grant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll find Hall. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Here's Grant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check 43. 2 by 2. Move. Hey, Delta.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Regular.
The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
General West, hurry!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go, let's go.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mayfield on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
King! Watch pistol. Quick! Hurry! Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's make these guys. Hey, orbit. You go tight. You got tight. Nice.
So Dalton now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, dude. Run. Hey, turn it
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Stay with your man. Jay, alert, 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 alert. Hey, hurry. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
First down, Browns.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the delay, Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Protein spill.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Defense, let's go. Check 37, check 37. Check. King.
Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Geno Atkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Around the NFL, a little bit of a surprise update from Minneapolis. And the Bears scoring to grab the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Bryant's on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Hilliard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. First down, Mayfield. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hurry! He's coming in. Mike 55.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It's caught by OBJ. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Regular. Hey, Alpha. 51, Mike. Mike 51. All day. Hey, Mike 51.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Hey, team 6. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Regular. 58, boy. 58, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Finding Green complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. To throw here, Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From midfield here, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Don't be mad. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spinning away, and he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Alert, 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 alert. Check.
Again, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, going into the